Hello, my gorgeous Scorpio. Welcome back to Fifi and Gigi's tarot readings. I hope you're all feeling absolutely wonderful. Now, Scorpio, let's jump straight in, shall we? Let's dive in head first. I will clear the deck. Scorpio, this reading will exclusively be for the collective watching this, for those that have a specific person in mind. Completely regardless if you're talking to them or not, how little or how long you've known them for, if you're in a love connection with them or not, this is someone that is on your mind. Perhaps you really want some clarity and insight regarding them and any type of connection that you have, even if it's non-existent, or maybe you're just curious and you want to see some 4 key areas that I do want to cover. The current energies between the both of you, the big thoughts between the both of you, the feelings, and of course, actions/outcome. So let's do this. This Saturday, do not forget, Scorpio, Gigi will have the pleasure of doing your bonus weekend mini love tarot reading. And do not worry if you miss it, because there is a dedicated playlist that is called All Signs. And all the weekend readings are uploaded there from the newest down to the oldest. And of course, don't forget that you can also browse your own dedicated playlist. I'm sure there'll be other readings there. Besides this one, for example, that will kind of speak out to, that will be calling to and will resonate with you. And of course, do not forget at the end of this reading, if you like the messages, if they resonate, or if you just like the energy that I'm bringing forward for you, I do invite you to subscribe. That way you are guaranteed to never ever miss out on a reading that Gigi and I do for you every single Wednesday. Now, bottom of the deck, what do we have for you? My number 1 favorite card in the entire deck. We have the Sun ruled by Leo. Whoever you're thinking about can be any star sign, but this is the best card in the entire deck. It is the happiest card. It is the most powerful card. See the rays of the sun? They offer you and only you mass illumination. This is also the return of health. So let's say, for instance, you haven't been feeling well. Our health has been a little bit awry, right? This is the return of health, pure joy, bliss, blessings. We've also got a little baby there. So that also means happy, healthy children. If you have children, if you want children. But there is a situation, there's another baby there I just saw. But there is a situation now between you and this person. Something might happen where you might be smiling from ear to ear. This is a very big card of there's light at the end of the tunnel. Forgot she was naked. My apologies. I don't want to offend anyone. We have Judgment, another major arcana ruled by you, Scorpio energy. So this is quite interesting. You are judge, jury, and executioner here. I'm really liking your, you know what? We'll just use this. I don't really want to, there we go. I know that some people get offended. There we are. I don't want to offend anyone. So we have Judgment. Now, it's been said, Scorpio, that's completely ruled by you. I love that. When Judgment is present, something is going to happen a lot more faster because you are ready, and whoever you are thinking about, they're actually beyond ready as well. You may have had an epiphany, an aha moment. The light bulb has gone off. We are not just looking, but we are seeing the situation and this person with absolute clarity here. Clearly there's unfinished business. There might be someone here that might be asking you for another chance here, leading you to make a very quick decision. Now that is the fastest moving knight in the entire deck. Out of all the knights, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's interesting because traditionally this knight is always charging to the past, but in this deck, this knight soared up. That red plume there indicates passion, right? Motivation. They're charging to the future. So do not be surprised. Within the next few weeks, we've got messages, changes, offers, and transitions, all to do with communication. You may receive like this, out of the blue communication from this person. So you're thinking about them, but guess what? They're thinking about you as well. Let's split the deck. Oh, we go briefly to the heart of the matter. We have another favorite card of mine, possibly also my top 10. We have the star, Aquarius energy, linked to your destiny and your person's destiny. That big star there is the North Star, guiding you both back to each other. Another card of healing as well, especially for our mental, emotional, and physical health. I love that. Very promising, isn't it, right? It's about hope, faith, renewal. This is the one. Oh boy, wishes coming true. Current energies, please. Justice. Okay, so it's not that bad. Justice, Libra energy on its own. And look at that, the scales are actually balanced. They're not always balanced depending what deck we use. So justice on its own is a big fat yes. It's a very positive card. It's a green flag. It's a green light. So at the moment, the current energy between you and this specific person, whether you're talking to them or not, actually that does not matter. The scales are going to be balanced. We are going to find balance. We are going to correct everything. You and this person are going to correct all the right. We're going to right all the wrongs. If you know that you are absolutely due an apology, you are getting one based on facts here as well. This is absolutely beautiful. Like, things are actually going to go your way. Thoughts, please. The Knight of Pentacles. So we jump from the fastest to the slowest moving knight, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Interesting. I feel here that both of you know that if we're going to give this another go, like if we're really going to commit to this and we're going to balance everything out, we're going to shine light on this, perhaps we need to take it slow. I see that you're going to make a quick decision about this person. You're not even going to think twice about it. It's like, yep, okay, let's talk, let's meet up, right? Let's have a coffee date, for example. Whether they are near or far away, it doesn't matter. But I can see that both of you are really reapproaching each other from a place of more wisdom, more maturity. You're more grounded. This is also including your person. More grounded, loyal, practical. We've got a good head on our shoulders. We are realistic here. It's like, okay, we probably need to do things properly and not actually like rush through things, or, you know, even just rush this relationship. So it's a very big card where you're both loyal to each other. So I love your thought process, and I love this person's thought process. Let's talk about feelings, please. Why are we fighting with our feelings? Both of you are doing this. 5 of Wands, Leo energy. We are fighting with our feelings. Why is this happening? Now, this could happen because fear of the unknown. We are wondering, are they probably with someone else? Scorpio, believe it or not, this person's probably thinking that, you know, how you feel about them, that you're angry with them, that you probably hate them, or you're so disappointed and disillusioned with them. Now, remember, we will be clarifying. We're only scratching the surface here. But I feel like you and your person, without realizing, we could be in denial with our feelings. We could be fighting with our feelings. It's like, I really want this person, but what's the catch and all that? Maybe feelings have been hurt. Maybe this person said or did something to you. And even though you're saying, yep, I want to meet this person and I want to try again, but sometimes our heart space is saying, let's not forget this, right? Which you won't. But let's talk about actions/outcome here. We both come together with the 2 of Wands, Aries energy. So there you are, you're sitting on that tree stump and you've got the bird, looks like a blue bird that has landed on the palm of your hand. Now, all birds represent movement, a great deal of activity, more importantly, communication. This is both of you now taking the action together to meet in the middle without any outside influence or anyone being pushy. After all, I always say never push around a Scorpio, because you are being represented by the Scorpion, right? The Scorpion likes to be left alone, but don't poke it, right? Yeah, poison. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. So I can see here we're putting our best foot forward. We're stepping into the unknown. And often this does actually indicate, you know, new partnerships, new love by doing this. Bonus message is the 3 of Cups, Cancer energy. That is one of the most fun, sociable cards in the entire deck. It's reopening up lines of communication. For some of you, of course, many of you, it could be a reunion. It's starting off as friends, being a +1, of course. You know, it's like I said, this person's almost like inviting you everywhere. Yes, if there was an issue with a third party, if there was, because when we see a 3, it doesn't always mean third party. Probably unless we see a 3 of Swords. But of course, if there was a third party, it couldn't have been a friend that has feelings for them. It could also have been a child on their end, a child on your end, a family member. But that's a big celebration card, coming together and actually having fun, belly laughs, enjoying each other's company again, celebrating that we're going to try and make this work. Let's see. Interesting. Look at this. We have one card from this deck. What is it? Isn't it interesting? I said, unless we see the 3 of Swords. Now, for those that have been watching me for a while, this is Libra energy, by the way. I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in coincidences, mistakes, or just random things. 3 of Swords was there for a reason. So I'm actually wondering, okay, there definitely could have been a third party. Let's see if there's any more. Nope, just that one. Interesting, isn't it? I said, unless we see the 3 of Swords, 3 of Swords came out. So there you go. There definitely couldn't have been a third party for the vast majority of you. Couldn't have been romantic, doesn't have to be. Maybe that's why we kind of went our separate ways, or we kind of just, there was a falling out here. And I feel like that's why your feelings were hurt. You're very brave, Scorpio, because it's like, when I say brave, it's like you're brave to put yourself out there and listen to this person. The sun is just guaranteeing happiness. And as a rule of thumb, when the sun is present and we have some challenging cards, there could be worse cards though, it actually softens the effect of them all the way down to the ground. How beautiful is that? Here we go. 4. Oh no, we'll do 2 more. Last one. Excellent. All right, I don't want to see the cards. We will look at them together. Bottom of the deck, what else do we have? The 8 of Cups, that is Pisces energy. This can have actually more like kind of 2 meanings. Now, I'm wondering, did you leave this person or did they leave you? Or even if you were together, did you feel like they emotionally pulled back? Because the owl has gone flying off. Now, there's a gap right there in the middle, isn't it? That's the 9th cup. So maybe this person was in search of their 9th cups. You know, in other words, is the grass greener on the other side? Maybe you've tried, by golly, you've tried with all your might, your heart and soul, to emotionally detach from this person to see what else is out there. Another message, though, is that there is a big possibility to leave the past behind because it doesn't serve both of you anymore. We've learned our lessons, mistakes have been done. Now, if this person did leave you, or even if you left them, it has left you with your walls up. I'm wondering, do you actually realize this? The 9 of Wands Sagittarius energy, that is the wounded warrior. Now, the wounded warrior can feel a bit apprehensive, defeated, deflated, disappointed, right? Very reserved. You know, you may have all your walls up, whether you realize it or not. But one thing that wounded warrior does not do is they don't give up. So yes, you're still holding a torch for this person, but you're being very cautious. You're throwing caution to the wind. But yet the Chariot, which is the number 1 fastest moving energy in the deck, ruled by Cancer, even if this person is near or far away or anywhere in between, that guarantees victory. That guarantees determination. And what I love about your energy here is that you're really in control of your emotions here. I absolutely love that. We've got the King, the Hierophant. Okay, commitment, engagement, marriage. And we have you, regardless of your gender. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy, and the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. I see that there's going to be a commitment here. Look at that. We've got the 3 of Cups that came out again. And then we end with the 10 of Cups, my favorite 10 here. This is interesting. I think you're both going to move forward. In fact, you both may move away from any type of third party, any type of intrusion. Let's see. Ooh. So not only do you have my favorite 10, that's your happily ever after, that is reconciliation, commitment, engagement, marriage. I split the deck. We go to the heart of the matter. Now you've got my second favorite 10. The 10 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, is the dream life manifested. That's being in a loyal, stable, respectful, loving relationship where not only can you carry on, but also introduce new family traditions, everything that you wanted, and we're feeling abundant, emotionally abundant as well. So the current energies, we have Justice. I'm hearing that it's time to set the record straight. So let's see. The King of Wands meets the Queen of Wands. Get ready. This person's going to take some big action here. And I feel that this was a very passionate relationship. You both got along. You're both compatible. Romance was through the roof, but so was the physical side of this relationship. Now your person, they're going to beat you to it. There's a reason probably why you're thinking about them. There's probably a reason why you're watching this reading now. It's just confirmation that it's not just you. They're thinking about you as well. Many of you could have been committed or married, even possibly divorced, or this person could have been divorced on their end. And now they're taking action. If you want to know if someone is going to take action, we can always definitely look to the Empress, but definitely the Queen and the King of Wands. Why are they taking action? Because they feel compelled. They feel motivated. They have passion and gusto. They still believe in this relationship. The thoughts, please, is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very big thought card. This is the 4 of Swords, Libra energy, and this is what happens after the 3 of Swords. This is rest, recuperation, recovery. It's about healing. It's also about sitting and meditating with our thoughts. What are we going to say to each other? What's our next move? This card only just kind of gives us a heads up to try not to overthink it too much. Easier said than done. Now, why are they saying that? Because this card is linked to mental exhaustion, mental burnout. It's just to the point where we're just like, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. And they say in tarot that mental exhaustion cannot be cured by sleep, by distraction, new faces, new places, new adventure here, or a breakthrough here with this person. So I can see that both of you are heavily thinking about each other. About what if we take it slow? But I feel like they want to offer you something solid, something of value. They want to be very practical here and make sure they don't step on your toes. Now I can see the feelings here. It's a little bit tricky, but look at this. So the King meets the Queen of Wands, and now the King meets the Queen of Cups. That's why I kind of felt, why are we fighting with our feelings? We're wrestling with our feelings. We're almost resistant. We're in denial. It's because both of you have immense strong feelings for each other and also attraction here. And I think it's a shame what happened is that you both complement each other. You may even finish each other's sentences. You have a lot in common here. Wow. What I can see here though, Scorpio, is that yes, this person has a soft spot. You may even love them, or at least deeply care about them. But just for the time being, until things settle out, until the dust settles, we get back into the groove and the routine, you're keeping that cup to yourself. You're keeping it to yourself. You have very strong boundaries. And what I love is that you've been focusing a lot on your intuition, your self-love, your self-respect, your self-worth. You want to fill up your own cup because you know that you'll be in a better position to see clearly and to love people clearly. So I see that this person is almost taking a note out of your book, and they're also doing the same. We've got very mature energy. We've got kings, we've got queens. That is really good. That is a really good sign. Let's talk about actions / outcome. The Two of Wands meets now the very indecisive Two of Swords. Look at that. A bit of over-analyzing, overthinking, analysis paralysis. We need to make a decision here. And I feel like the decision is to take action, because Wands are about action. The Two of Swords is inaction here. Your person's very sure about you. I feel like the only thing you need to work through in your own time, because there's no card saying, you need to hurry up. In fact, this card is actually telling you, yeah, take it slow. I feel like your heart needs to catch up, or perhaps it needs more time to heal. Let's take a bonus message here, because some of you might be thinking, is this the right choice? Is this my happily ever after? Are they going to do this to me again? Let's see. Wow. The Two of Wands rolls over to the Three of Wands. Aries energy. So this is actually considered a very lucky card. Just like the World. What does it mean? Something big is coming. A massive shift, a massive life change because of this person. Ooh, okay, I need to get more. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I feel like many of you are, it's like, not so much your mind, I feel like your heart has been pushed around and beaten and stomped on so many times. You're on the receiving end of that Five of Swords, of just being around selfish people, even perceiving this person at one point as very selfish. We are hesitant to accept the true card of love, which is the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but I feel like you will, because that is a really happy card, just like the Sun card. That is about falling in love, being in love, massive card of healing, of commitment, engagement, marriage, and it's because you come out of this little mental rut. We have the Two of Wands again, and you take action. And you are not going to regret this. You are not going to regret it. I see both of you absolutely, sorry, I just dropped a card there. There we go. I see both of you coming together, working things out. Like I said, the King meets the Queen of Wands. The King meets the Queen of Cups. Like, you're actually being portrayed as you're compatible. And the Ace of Cups as the card of true love. Like, this is it. Like, we are starting fresh. The 10 rolls over to the Ace. The 3 moves over to the 4, to the 5. Like, we got progressive energy here. That's why I see that you'll make a quick decision. But don't be surprised if you're kind of wrestling with your heart and your emotions. Like, but then they did this and they did that. And that is fine. It's actually expected. I would be feeling exactly the same way as well. It's like they did it once. Well, who's to say they won't do it again, right? So I'm just seeing here that you want to take action. Then we kind of hold back a bit. We have a little bit of like that fork in the road. Should I not? I'm not sure. I think you will. Because you've been on the receiving end of, I don't want to say losers, I know that's mean, but you've been on the receiving end of less than desirable people. I feel like you will take action and finally accept that Ace of Cups. But I see that you're going to do it very slow. You're going to be strategic. You're going to be sensible about this. So you're thinking about them, but they're thinking about you. And I feel this will be better than ever. After all, when the sun is present, it blesses the reading. And don't forget, it actually softens the effect of any challenging card here. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. And you're going to be really happy, because don't forget, with the 10 of Cups, this is what's waiting for you. When they return, and this is the rest of the 10 months, that's your happily ever after. You're going to be really happy. And I'm actually really proud of you. Your attitude and how you're thinking, but also how you're feeling. They're all real and they're valid. They're worth exploring. So take all the time you need. Listen to your heart. Hand on the heart. And it will always whisper. It's never loud. It's never loud like that voice, in our head, our ego. It's always a gentle whisper. You will know what to do. Absolutely you will. I'll see you this Saturday, 12 p.m. for your bonus weekend mini love tarot reading. I thank you for your time. Onwards and upwards, and have a clear conscience this week, knowing that your person wants to come and they want to correct things. They want to right all the wrongs here, because they know what they've done. And now they kind of, under the influence of the Chariot, they do want to win you back. I absolutely love this. I'll see you this Saturday, Scorpio. Bye. Have a great weekend.